Well, it's officially midterm election day. If you have not gotten out to vote, I beg you, please get out and vote. Let's make this red wave happen. Bring your friends, your family members, your loved ones. Everybody get out en masse and vote red, because we don't need these Democrats in charge any longer, because they are screwing up our country. With that, I have some news to give you about what happened right here in Maricopa County, Arizona. Of course, one of the swing state areas right here in Cave Creek, which is a largely conservative area. My husband got turned away from not one, but two voting precincts, voting areas there because, well, their tabulators were not working. How many others were turned away? When my husband went, he said it was about 30 people that got turned away when he had arrived, and he arrived between the hours of 7:30 and 8 o'clock this morning. Now, I don't know. I believe the status is they may be back on now, but either way, why is this happening? But with that, I've got lots of other news that you need to hear about on what's going on with this election. But before I do, I want to give a shout out to noblegoldinvestments.com. If you guys have not converted your 401k, please do so before it is too late, or get a 401k even if you haven't done that. But diversify your profile. Get it diversified with gold, silver, precious metals. It's the best way to protect your assets in light of everything that's going on. And right now they are giving away this 3-ounce silver coin here. You can see it. It's actually pretty thick here with any approved plan over 20K. But give them a call. Let them know you heard it on Lisa Haven, and there's more information in the description box below. All right. So let's dive into what's going on at this election day. For starters, we are having a blood moon lunar eclipse, and it is going to rise on election day. Is this an omen? Is this a good sign? Is this a sign of the red wave coming? Well, it's interesting, but a blood moon lunar eclipse, this is the first time in history that it has ever arrived on election day. I just think that that's interesting, especially if you're a Christian. There's a lot more surrounding that. But with that in mind, right now, Biden's Department of Justice has deployed a Democrat army of monitors on Americans all across the country this election day. Take a look at what I'm talking about here. FoxNews.com. Biden DOJ sends election monitors to 64 jurisdictions, a dramatic increase over 2020. Now, let me just pause right there. This is something that does happen. It's not uncommon. What is uncommon is the fact that he has sent so many, right? 44 to 64 is a good 20 person jump, and a heck of a lot more than what's normally done here. And they actually point that out in this article on Fox News. Here's what they state. Biden's Justice Department set out election monitors to 64 jurisdictions in 24 states to ensure federal laws are followed throughout Election Day. While it is common practice for the DOJ to deploy election monitors, the move represents a sharp increase over 2020, when the DOJ sent out monitors to just 44 jurisdictions, according to the Washington Post. The monitors will have an outsized presence in several key battleground states, including right here in good old-fashioned Arizona, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. And I'm calling them a Democrat army because the DOJ, and I'm going to show you this, has been known to, well, donate overwhelmingly to Democrats. Here's an older article, by the way. DOJ employees donate overwhelmingly favor Democrats. This is the Washington Free Beacon back in 2018. But right then it says about 83% of donations from this agency, or from the agency this cycle, have gone to Democrats. So we're talking about the DOJ, which is infiltrated with the majority of Democrats based off of their donations over the years, are being sent to specifically swing states like Arizona, Michigan, and all of that. Here's the actual release, so you can see it for yourself. The United States Department of Justice Department to monitor polls in 24 states for compliance with federal voting rights laws. Justice Department announced its plans to monitor compliance with federal voting rights in 64 jurisdictions in 24 states for the November 8th, 2022 general election. And here's the certain areas they actually list. You can see some of the cities here. We've got Alaska, Arizona. There's my Maricopa County, Navajo County, Pima County, and Pinal County there, and Yavapai County. So this pretty much covers a majority of Arizona, right? Then we have a couple other areas in Democrat-run areas here. Then we have Florida, right? And of course, Georgia, Fulton County, which a lot of people talked about the past years, right? Then we have Massachusetts. You can maybe recall some of these names here from last year. And of course, Michigan, huge chunks of Michigan, by the way. These are all the areas here in Michigan being watched, including Flint, Detroit, and then we have Minnesota, North Carolina, Jersey, New Mexico, Nevada, Clark County there, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Texas, Utah, Virginia, West Virginia, and Wisconsin. So there you have it. You can have your own opinions on that. But again, as a reminder, they do this every year. The difference, however, is that, well, this is more than the average bear being sent out there. So lots of questions and lots of things. And this is on top of Joe Biden putting out an election integrity on whitehouse.gov. I've gotten into that before, but wanted to bring you the latest on what's going on with the election right now. Please get out there and vote. There is so much at stake right now. I can't even imagine another year, 4 years under Democrat rule. And so what we have to do is drag everybody we know, friends, loved ones, family members out there and do the vote. Now, for the rest of this broadcast, I am going to be doing this on Restricted Republic because there's a lot more that I have to tell you and you're going to need to know about. But get to Restricted Republic right now. I'm going to be publishing this video in full. You've only got about half of what I'm reporting. I'm going to be talking about a lot more, getting into detail. Even the fact that we're not, the Biden administration is telling us that it's going to be weeks, potentially, or days, days or even weeks. I don't remember which one he said. I think it was, what was it, days or weeks? Anyhow, they're saying that it's going to be a while. Days. He said days. It's going to be days before we may know the results. Really? Okay, great. So this is forever amen, how our election's going to go. We may not even know by the end of the day. But either way, get to restrictedrepublic.com. Check it out right now. And right now, I'm going to give it to you for $5 per month. Use the coupon code Trump. And that's for the entire first year. And by the way, you don't get charged anything for the first 14 days. It's free. So you can log on and subscribe without any payment for 14 days and cancel whenever you want. But get to Restricted Republic because that is where I'm going to put the rest of this broadcast on. Anyhow, I love all of you. I'm Lisa Haven signing out.